Hello there, in this video we're going to start doing some sketching and early exploration for our designs, so let's go. Okay, welcome back to the file. So we're actually not in the file, we're at my desk and I'm just going to pan away in a second. So I've got the mood board in front of me, as you can see. You can zoom in and out, and I've got the overview up here. Hopefully that will come into focus a little bit better. Okay, there we go. So what we wanted to do in this video is start sketching out some ideas. Now I've started to go ahead with this process and I just wanted to show you where I got to so far. So I'm going to do my best to hold the camera and explain as we go. Okay, so what I've done is looked at our key metrics. So these are the high level metrics that we need. So revenue and orders, conversion rate and average order value, traffic overview, top and low performing products, performance versus previous period. So what I've done is I've started to sketch out some layouts and some rough ideas. So what we have here is a very rough sketch. So I've just mocked up a kind of desktop mock-up with a sidebar navigation, and maybe there'll be a top bar at the top. I'm not sure at the moment, we'll see how it goes. So what we have in the top for UI tiles is total revenue, total orders, conversion rate and average order value. Hopefully this starts to focus. There we go. Beneath I've got performance versus previous period. Here I've got product performance, and here I was thinking potentially we could show recent transactions, purchases, like a list of our orders coming in here. Now the thing that we were missing was the traffic overview. Now what I started to do was sketch out a really rough wireframe of orders by time and by the day, and I'll show you an example of what that looks like in the mood board as well, because I know some examples have been showing that. So here on screen, one of the mock-ups is showing like a busy period, and then it's highlighting visually the day and the time just so people can identify like their peak periods. But actually I feel like traffic overview is going to be something like by device, sessions or source. So maybe taking the different channels like email, social, organic, and displaying them in some kind of visual. I guess this is a really badly drawn donut, but you get the idea. This would be a UI tile and it would be like a donut visual. Maybe that could appear somewhere here on our sketch. Now we obviously don't have enough space here. So I was experimenting with some layouts here where we've still got our tiles at the top. We've got our charts here, and then we've got maybe the table and then this visual. Now again, I was thinking in a different style of layout. So here on this mock-up, as you can see in the top left, I was thinking maybe put the UI tiles there, and then we can cascade the different tiles into the different sections. And maybe we could have the table at the bottom spanning the entire width, but we'll see. So I really wanted to share these rough sketches and these first iterations instead of just skipping straight into a more refined sketch, because this stage is messy. There's lots of notes, lots of scribbles. So you don't have to be an artist to put these sketches together. As you can see, these are not masterpieces, but you're getting these ideas out of your head, these layouts, how we're going to display these stats on the dashboard onto paper really quickly. And this is what I like about sketching. It's really quick. It's really iterative, and if I make a mistake I can just rub it out and start again. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I'm probably going to take these really rough sketches and I'm going to pop them into this notepad. Now this notepad's got dotted lines. I can be a little bit more refined with my sketches and map out the different areas, but I'd recommend using some kind of gridded paper when you're starting to refine the sketches, because it makes it easy to line things up. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to speed up this part of the video and I'm going to translate this chaos that you see in these sketches into a slightly more refined sketch, and we'll go from there. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay, welcome back. So as you can see, I've sketched out some layouts using the gridded paper, and we've got a couple of options here. So we've got our cards along the top for total revenue, total orders, conversion rate and average order value. And then going down to the second row from left to right, you've got the performance versus previous period. You then have the traffic overview, and then we've got our product performance there. And then at the bottom, we could potentially add recent transactions, purchases, orders in a table. So moving down to another option that I've sketched, again, you've got the cards in the top left-hand corner. You've got performance versus previous period. And then it goes into the traffic overview, the product performance, and then back to the table at the bottom. So what I'd encourage you to do at this stage is keep sketching ideas, get them out of your head and onto paper. And then if you have a notebook like this, start to refine those sketches, get them slightly more refined. They're still not perfect, but that's okay. What we'll do in the next video is we'll jump back into Figma and we'll start wireframing out some ideas for how this page could look in terms of layout and where we can put the different pieces of information on the page. Okay, so just quickly jumping back into our overview, the key metrics at a high level. I think that we've got everything that we need in terms of key metrics, platform constraints, looking at it, dashboard's primary focus, include a sidebar navigation, design for frequent focus use, clean scannable layout, and prioritize the essentials and avoid clutter. I think we're getting there with these sketches. So yeah, in the next video, let's start wireframing our ideas, bring them into Figma and refine them further. Okay, that's it for this video. Thanks for getting to the end. So like, subscribe, all of the things, and I will see you next week in another video. See ya. So what have I found? I have found Pokemon cards. Got no idea if they're worth anything, but we have Pikachu, Onyx, whatever that is, and Halucha, I think. Who knows, they could be worth like 10p or they could be worth 10 grand. Keep those close in case I'm rich. So if you got to the end of the video, thank you. If you've got any questions, drop them in the comments. And yeah, I'm off to get a snack, so I suggest you do too. And I'll see you in the next video. See ya.
So much in the air. So much in the air. I'm scared. Using witches. Cause it doesn't mean so much in the end.